Good evening and welcome to our post-game women's volleyball press conference. We will start the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Natalie Regan, and then we'll open it up to questions for coach, along with players Zaina Meyer, Ella Lamagora, and Abby Carrick.
Thank you, Lindy. First of all, I want to thank Pepperdine for coming out. It's always great hosting them. We play them a lot, and so we think they're going to be really good this year. Being voted #1 in the WCC is going to be a great feat for them, so we wish them all the best. With that being said, we're so proud of our team this weekend, and the way that they fought is so special to us. Being able to respond from the loss on Thursday is massively important to us, and a great tone going into Big West here.
Coach, this is a question for you. You've played Pepperdine in scrimmages the past few years. What made you want to put them on the schedule this year, and what did you like about this match?
Yeah, it's really simple. They're a great team, and we want to play great teams. And for us, they're a team that always pushes us in the right direction, and so it's a great competition for us. We'd love to play them every single year.
For the table, what can you take away from this week, and through the highs and lows, what can you take going into conference play?
Gosh, how much time do you have, Matt? We're taking away a lot of highs, a lot of lows. We're learning a ton. I think good teams, they learn from their losses, and great teams learn from their wins. So there's a lot of takeaways for us, but I'd love to hear the ladies.
I think we're taking away how good we can be, especially when we're playing our brand of volleyball and the depth of our roster. It's really cool to see Jada come in, and I know she didn't have a great attacking night tonight, but just her presence on the court is so known, and she's doing great all around volleyball. And I think it's just really cool for us to continue to get better throughout preseason, and then going into conference play, having that momentum going forward.
Question for the players. How did you all respond following that second set loss? Because I know that could be a little demoralizing, but how did you all put that behind you and just play your brand of volleyball?
We flipped the switch. I think that one of the things that we talk about is moving forward, next ball mentality. And you hear it all the time in sports, but it is something that's very hard to live out. It's very hard as a female athlete to not dwell on what we could have done better. But I think we did a really, really good job of just knowing that we had more in the tank and we had more to give. And we knew that we were capable of playing a lot better than that. And we knew we were capable of winning this match. And when you just have all that positivity, like being voiced in the locker room, and you come back and you do what you say you're going to do, things tend to work out in our favor.
Ella, what can you take from this week? I know we talked after the first match of the week, but boy, it was a week of really high offensive performances, high percentage kills as well. What can you take away going into conference play?
I think that I can give a huge shout out to our passers and our defense for getting that ball up there, and for Zaina, trusting me with the ball and opening up our offense like that. I think that is what gives me opportunities, gives Cam opportunities to be able to make plays and find that open space on the net.
For Coach Regan, what do you think led to your team's success today versus Pepperdine?
So many things, I don't know where to start. One of the biggest ways that we were able to show up today is a mentality that we call all six. And this shows up in a lot of different ways, whether it's passing or covering. But for us, it showed up in different people carrying different loads today. And we've been very, very fortunate to have Natalie Glenn carrying a very heavy load for us. And it was really amazing to be able to see other players step in and help uplift the whole team in that instance, our bench included. You know, we're 24 deep, and every single one of us is a part of these wins.
And then, Coach, what was your strategy going into today's game?
Our strategy was simple: play our system. Their pins are very effective and incredible players, and so for us, they were a big priority to us, and I thought we defended them well.
And then for Coach, the serve receive looked a little up and down. What can you say about the serve receive, not only in this match, but the other 2 matches going into conference play?
Yeah, I don't know how many of us in this room have tried to receive a volleyball, but it's very, very difficult. It's probably the hardest skill in volleyball, and Pepperdine was serving very well. There was a lot of movement on those serves. So for us, we were fighting it off. We talked a lot about being comfortable in medium system. We have incredible hitters and incredible setter. So for us, that's a very comfortable place to be, and that relieves a lot of pressure off of our receivers too.
Abby, 3 service aces today. It seems like you've kind of gone to the jump float more than what we've seen maybe before with the jump spin. Any reason for that? Maybe not change, but just decision and how it's worked.
Yeah, I just have to prioritize my health and my body. It's that time. That's it. I do miss top spinning a lot, to be honest with you. But I found a lot of joy in floating and kind of like the strategy that goes behind it. And you do have a little bit more control on the ball, typically. But I do miss my top spin, but body first.
14 kills.
Zaina, you may approach the ball a lot of times maybe unconventionally. How much of that is intentional, and how effective have you seen that become as this season has gone on? Because it seems like the opposing block doesn't know where you're going.
Yeah, honestly, I went into this game and I told Skylar this actually. I said I'm going to hang back in transition and go chest to the net a little bit more, because I usually go back to the net, which is like back to the net side setting, and then in trans go chest to the net. But honestly, I feel like I do have a lot of control in that position, which sounds weird because it's like, what is your body doing? But it feels really good, and it feels like from that place I can kind of see the block right in front of me and then kind of maneuver the ball that way and know that like if I move my hands a little bit there, the middle is going to shift and then I can just pop it the other way. But honestly, just playing around with it this year has been really fun, and just finding new ways to be deceptive and just give our attackers more one-on-one opportunity has honestly brought me the most joy this year. So it's been really cool.
I do want to shout her out in that aspect, Matt. Zaina plays a really amazing game setting-wise, and we can't tell you how many young setters it inspires to do something a little bit different or be a little outside of the box, and I think that's something that gives back to women's volleyball in general. Yeah.
For Abby, how do you assess your overall performance against Pepperdine today?
I would say I did my job, but I was one of 9 girls that did their jobs tonight, and I think that's why we got the win.
Ella, can you talk a little bit about your performance tonight? You're performing well on both sides of the ball, 7 kills on a 500 hitting percentage and 4 blocks. Just what was kind of going on for you tonight?
Well, I think that kind of piggybacking off of what I said earlier, but just having that pass up there at the net really allowed me to see the court and have vision. So I was just focusing on trying to get as many touches as I could on the block and then getting off the net as much as I could in transition and being available.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.